work with sound in iMovie. I have a clip down here, and when I recorded this, I really didn't talk or anything. But if you notice underneath in this blue bar, this is your sound wave, and you can see there is a little bit of sound going on. One of the easiest things to do if you want to get rid of it is to take this gain bar down here and just drag it to 0. And that zeroes out your sound. Also, do you see the two balls on either side of the clip? There's right here a little tiny ball that you can drag. That's a fade in and a fade out. So you can do that. It's a manual thing you can do. I don't want to do that. You kind of grab the little ball and you pull it in. And so it's just a manual fade in, fade out. It's kind of nice tool. So if I want to do a voiceover on this and I don't want to use the background music, or maybe there's people talking, you can drop it down to 0 or select the clip and under Modify, detach your audio so you have audio as a separate piece, and you can then delete it. I have absolutely no audio on here now. Notice there's not even a gain line where I can increase the volume of it. That's what that line did. So now what I can do is I have some background music. I can drag it down, and your audio is always going to appear under your clip. And I'm going to drag this to the end, and it kind of snaps. So I have this. If it's too loud, I can decrease the gain. I can increase if it's too much. Notice the yellow and the red that is clipping. You do not want to see that with your audio. That means pieces are lost and it's going to be really muffled and sound not too good. And we can do a fade in and a fade out. It's very nice, nice effect. So let's listen to it. Oop. Let me try again. And you can hear how it kind of gains volume. Let's listen to the end. And it ends. It's a fade out. It's very nice. I'll mute my sound. So that's working with audio, but there are also some audio effects that you can do. If I click on this, I can go up here. There's a way you can reduce background noise, like a fan or maybe a buzzing or something. It does tend to make your audio tinny. It's not the best. And then we have an equalizer. Voice enhance is actually quite good. There's also hum reduction. Loudness increases the loudness. There's also some other things you can do. The voice enhance is probably the most useful one. Anyone that's talking, it kind of boosts them up. It clears it up. And here, I can't demonstrate it because I have a microphone plugged in, but you would click the voiceover if one wanted to record a voiceover, and I would drag the playhead to where I wanted the voiceover to start. If I click this, a little box will pop up. You select your microphone, and when you click record, it will go 3, 2, 1, and then start. Then it will start recording. And then you have an audio track, and your audio track will appear up here in green. And you can actually, even though you started it here, you can always move it around. It's not set in the video. You can manipulate it, you can cut it, you can re-record it. And the audio that I'm using down here, you can see again the orange line is showing you what I've used. Same thing with the video, the orange line. And that's really with working with sound. If you had stuff in iTunes or sound effects that you wanted to use, click on audio, and sound effects, iMovie has quite a few that you can play with. If they'll load, there we go. And they're just, they're kind of cute. Bell tower. And these are royalty free, so you can be free to use these. Also, if you've made something in GarageBand on the computer, you can access GarageBand stuff. And iTunes, I have some these are podcasts that I have on here, but I can, anything that I have in iTunes, I can pull into, but you got to be aware that, of royalties and stuff like that. And if you look, I mean, it accesses everything. And go back to my media. But that's pretty much the things you can do with audio in iMovie.